sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel State, where the legacy of the late, great Sam Mills lives on with each pound of the drum. And that means we are ready for football here at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Carolina Panthers. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys have turned it around as of late. Where's a 3 straight following that 0-2 start? His counterpart on the other side, the Panthers' Dave Canales. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Oh, good move. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Right back to Hubbard. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. To throw, Young. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
A gain of 14.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. DJ Wadham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now Daniels. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, he shifts past him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Cook. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off the play fake, Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Daniels, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First down with Hubbard. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The numbers on the ground last week for Hubbard: 20 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little?
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
In punt formation for Carolina.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Daniels. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. The numbers for him from a week ago: a boatload of catches, 115 yards and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, And you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Cowboys.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Dallas.
Again, it's Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Daniels looking to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
But it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Young off the bootleg. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. From the 31, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Young will set to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This will be fielded at the 17. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And he's been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we'll see much more of him as this game goes along. They start the drive with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
To the air goes Daniels. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9.
2nd and 9.
Young to throw it. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was power free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game. Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action. Daniels. And he is caught by Lamb. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
A gain of 15. And the Cowboy 1st down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
21-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession, as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Give to Cook out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Gets past one man, and the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. Oh, able to avoid him. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Donovan Wilson on the stop. It's a pickup of 6.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Brian Burns, the one to bring him down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Young now. Got him in. That's Liggett. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
1st and 10 at the 16.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. He's still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They run here with Dowdle. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it. 1st and goal.
And the Panthers, first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Young toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Young. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So now after the field goal, Fitzgerald back out there to send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he's an early front runner for MVP of the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Cook up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches will give these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Young working out of the gun. That's complete to Parker Washington. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Checks this down to Hubbard. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the 1st. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
A gain of 2.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
48-yard line.
Now Young. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Washington. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
To throw, Young. And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Sam Martin.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Throwing now is Daniels. Completes this one to Pickens. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at it. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Now Young. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. In motion, the tight end. Out of the gun, it's Young. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. James Cook running back out now. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd down.
Now Daniels. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
For a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On is the punter, Brian Ager, to kick this one away. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Here's Young from the shotgun. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Young. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports.
Our tour around the NFL starts now. We begin at MetLife Stadium. The New York Football Giants at home to take on the defending champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. And here's Wan'Dale Robinson. He was absolutely electric. This one of 3 touchdown grabs for him in the game. The Giants improved to 4-2 on the year with another win. From there, let's go out to London. The Jets taking on the Broncos at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And it's the 4th-year running back, Breece Hall. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Jets are finally in the win column after 5 straight defeats. They get their first win of the year. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy. The New Orleans Saints hosting the New England Patriots. And oh look, it's the former Patriot, a Pro Bowler with him at that, Mac Jones. He'll connect on a 13-yard touchdown pass. This one's at halftime now, and it's the Saints with the lead at the half. With that, a look at the rest of the scores from Week 6 with Houston and Minnesota, the 2 teams on the bye. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these 2 sides through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Daniels. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
So gain of 8 brings up 3rd and 10.
To throw is Daniels. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
All that blown up by DeMarvion Overshown.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Young will set to throw. Complete to Washington. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Young to throw it. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and
Young takes it on the sneak. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 42.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, it totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward.
Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Here's 3rd and 10. Now here's Young. Under pressure, they got him again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Daniels looking to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators, they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Fielded at the 20. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
The Panthers offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Throwing, Young. The open man here, Renfro. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here is Young.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Young scrambling and able to pick up the first with his legs.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they'd pick up the first.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Brian Burns getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Throwing on second and long. Young. He's across midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A gain of 13 on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Third down, Young from the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he missed it. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. A gain of 12. 1st down, Cowboys.
And they'll try to run the option here. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
At the Panthers' 29-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. And incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they doubled that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Young now. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Panthers.
On the run, it's Dowdle. They find some open field here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
2nd and 5.
A gain of 5.
Young. Caught out right by Renfro. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 14.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Panthers first down.
Looking to throw, Young. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Aiden Hutchinson
Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This guy is in a zone. Remember, he had a sack hat trick last week. That got him NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Another one right here.
I love how you phrase that, in the zone, because I'm a firm believer that like a running back, like a quarterback, when guys get hot and get locked in, the same thing happens for guys getting sacks. Their moves are working.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Young to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead is back down at 3 here at 16-13.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Finding Waddle, crossing the field and bringing it in.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Dallas.
Throwing now is Daniels. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Daniels. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. A gain of 13 yards. And
Up the middle, it's Cook.
First down.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
They run again on first down. Cook. They're going to snub this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Big A. Sean Robinson has made a career of this. Another tackle for loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Daniels.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Isaiah Simmons was there in coverage.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker.
It's 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Cowboys offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And the Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, Daniels.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Sean Wharton
in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Now Daniels. Throw offside, hauled in by Pickens. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Hard throw, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Clark in on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup.
Young back near the goal line. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
Young takes it on the sneak. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
That's good for the Panthers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run a draw now with Hubbard.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
3rd down and 2.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
I know any coach would take 2nd and 3 all day. You think you're in pretty good shape. Instead, after 2 runs, though, they're at 4th and 1. Didn't pick it up.
Back-to-back 1-yard gains. This defense, the challenge was accepted. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Looking to put a drive together.
Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
125 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2.
A carry here for the big tight end.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
The Cowboys first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Here's Daniels.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
Daniels pass.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw is Daniels. Open man is Waddle, complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Those Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
At the Panthers' 26-yard line.
He's got this to Pickens. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Cowboys, first down. First and goal, Dallas.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Back to throw. Daniels. And complete right side to Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. James Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. There's the stiff arm. So now Young and the Panthers down by 12. 2:25 remaining. They have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning to work with, but they also need 2 scores. They've got to go quick. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. First try for the right arm of Dalton here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this play a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football in each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force
force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
First and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Cowboys, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning